Now, housing facilities have to be provided to the poor people in urban, rural, I tell you the areas. Electricity facilities, I tell you, will have to be provided. Of course, in urban areas, the people who are living in city areas, we do not now foresee all these kinds of problems. But in rural areas, interior village areas, hilly areas, now forest areas, remote areas, people even today in India, they do not have modern, I tell you, the amenities, modern, I tell you, the facility. Housing facilities are not there. Schooling facilities are not there. Now electricity facilities are not there. When such sort of things, I tell you, are provided, again it contributes, I tell you, to the total development of the Indian society. It improves the standards of living of the people. It improves the quality of life, I tell you, of the people. Now after this particular, I tell you, the dimension, the infrastructural, I tell you, dimension, I will talk about now the political, I tell you, the dimension. Now India, we got independence in the year 19, I tell you, the 47. We have accepted democracy as a form of what is known as the government. Now this particular country has adopted democracy as the form of government. Democracy is not necessarily a form of government, it is a form of living, it is a way of life. That is how we have accepted it. Now the beauty of the democracy is that the democratic societies provide lot of freedom to its citizens. Now we have got certain rights, we have got certain responsibilities. In democratic societies, people will have to understand their responsibilities, they will have to understand their duties, their roles, and they will have to perform those things on their own. Now I will compare democratic societies with communist countries, military dictatorships, and also with religious dictatorships. See, there are countries, say China is a communist country, Cuba is a communist country, Russia is a communist, I tell you, the country where people do not enjoy a lot of freedom, lot of force will be there, lot of coercion, I tell you, will be there. You cannot talk against, I tell you, the government, you cannot criticize, I tell you, the president of that particular country or the communist, I tell you, the leaders. If you do that, you will be killed, you will be punished, you will be put behind the bars. On the other hand, in India, we are having enormous amount of freedom. We can criticize the prime minister, we can criticize the chief minister, we can criticize the activities, I tell you, of the government. Thereby we can help the government in order to reform themselves, in order to change their, I tell you, the various activities. So in democratic societies, people by and large enjoy enormous amount of freedom. In religious societies, that is states which are based on the religion, say you think of the most of the Islamic countries, now they are called as theocratic states. Again, freedom, I tell you, will not be there. Whatever the religion, I tell you, says, religious rules and regulations will be there. Whether they are right or wrong, whether you want them or not, whether you accept them as right or wrong, you will have to simply, I tell you, the follow. If you do not follow, again severe punishments, I tell you, will be there. And likewise, even in military dictatorships also, now there will not be any kind of freedom. So in democratic societies, people enjoy a lot of freedom, they are given rights and at the same time they do this, and there will be a spread of education also. Democratic societies provide lot of emphasis on education. People are made more and more educated, so that our citizenship education is given to them. As a citizen, what are your duties, what are your responsibilities, those things, I tell you, are made known to them. As a result, people understand the duties and they discharge those things on their own. Governmental coercion, force, retribution, punishment, these things are by and large, I tell you, the less. Now in India, as a part of the general education, 10 years of general education is being given to all the citizens, and in that, see, in the 10 years of general education or up till SSLC, whatever the education you give, importance of or the rights and responsibilities of the individuals, I tell you, are told. As a citizen, what are your responsibilities, what are your duties, those things, I tell you, are being made known to them. As a result, they will be in a position to understand and discharge the responsibilities, I tell you, on their own. Now this is about now the importance, I tell you, of the democratic, I tell you, the society. So in rural and urban, in rural and tribal areas, wherever educational facilities are less, if we spread more and more education, if we give more and more the citizenship, I tell you, the education, these individuals, they become educated and they will perform their duties on their, I tell you, the own. So spread of education is very much important for the political success of the democracy in this particular, I tell you, the country. Now the next aspect, I tell you, is the social, I tell you, dimension. The development involves bringing about positive changes. Now progressive, I tell you, the changes, desirable changes, as already told you. So in order to make democracy more and more successful, spread of education to the greatest extent possible is very much necessary. Now let me talk about the social, I tell you, dimension. India is a very diverse society, it is a multilingual society. It is a multi-racial society. It is a multi-caste society. It is a multi-religious society. It is also a multi-ethnic society. It is a multilingual society. That means innumerable number of languages are there in India. Now, in this particular country, 23 languages have been recognized as the 23 languages have been recognized by the Constitution as official Telugu languages. In addition to this, there are not less than 1200 to 1300 languages in India. Now, they cannot be called as languages because many of them they do not have scripts. They are being spoken by small pockets of population in different Telugu parts of the country. Now, what I am trying to say here is, what I am trying to emphasize is, when so many linguistic groups are present in India, it is very much necessary to have harmonious, conducive, cordial, now close, intimate relationships, I tell you, are necessary. Balanced relations, positive kind of relationships, I tell you, are necessary between amongst the various linguistic groups. If people belonging to different religions, if different linguistic groups, languages, they are fighting between and amongst each other, the growth and development of any particular society will not be possible. So through education, what we are trying to emphasize is, we may belong to different linguistic groups, we may belong to different languages, but basically we are Indians.